And we are live. What's going on? Chesnat. That's right. The Movie Dojo Army is arriving, showing up. Got 8 people watching already. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We're just going to be hang out and chit chat for a little bit like we usually do. Electric Boogaloo. And we're waiting on Jax. She's getting a little bit of the drank. A little bit of spicy. Going to spice it up. That's right. Let me go ahead and click over to the comments. See what's going on. See who is here. 11 people in the chat now. That's what I'm talking about. Trado, what's going on? What is cracking? That's right. Horns, buff muscles. Well, I don't have the sunglasses, but there you go. 12 people in the chat now. That's right. What's going on, Lopez? What's cracking? Gene. That's right. We got Cheek Clapper. What's going on? That's right. And John Young. 14 people showing up. Everybody's arriving. That's right. Johnny Five still alive. Oh, we got the anti-hero headbanger. That's right. Horns up. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Theodore. What's cracking? Andre Adkins in the house. What's going on? All right. Everybody is showing up. The family is showing up. The Movie Dojo Army is arriving. Yes. We just got to wait on the Jackety Jax. She's on her way. Oh, yeah, that's right. Power Rangers, yes. Power Rangers and Speed Racer, yes. Got to wet the whistle here, that's right. Cheers, the chat. Hanging out with the old samurai on a Monday afternoon. That's right. Raven Loon, what's going on? He's saying, what's up, everybody, in this dojo of action-packed ruckus? That's what I'm talking about. That's right. All right. How are you? How have you guys been? Have you guys seen any movies recently? Anything good? Should I still check out and review Tenet? Let me know in the comments. I'm hearing a lot of mixed things about Tenet. So people love it. People are like, it insists upon itself. It insists upon itself. So I'm like, I heard it's a technical marvel. And then I'm hearing like, it's somebody posted something on Facebook the other day, and it was pretty funny. He's like, I just got done watching Tenet, and I felt like I was running backwards while trying to fix a Rubik's cube while getting shot at in slow motion. It's so crazy. Some crazy thing somebody posted on Facebook the other day. He's like, that's how I felt while watching Tenet. So. All right, see, check on chat here. John Yun says, go ahead and review it. All right. Chi Clapper says, I don't get what Tenet is about. I don't know what it's about either, believe it or not. I remember the trailer came out, earlier this year, and I just visually it looks interesting. I just don't know what it's about. Lopez says, watch with subtitles. Oh, man. That bad, huh? Gene says the Power Rangers movie was all right. Okay. The wonderful, amazing I'm Gonna Blast has arrived. What's going on? Thanks for showing up. All right. Let's say, Yusuke of the Wildfire. What's going on? It says, I was watching The French Connection and the Trench 11 earlier today. Now Trench 11. Was that kind of like a horror movie, a sci-fi movie, but it was in World War II? Let me know if that's the same movie, because that looked interesting. I think I might have that in my queue to watch later. Lopez says the sound mixing is horrible. I might take you up on that. I might watch the movie with subtitles. Fuck it. French Connection, another classic. We got Gene Hackman. Popeye Doyle. Uh-oh, here she is.
Sup?
Bam. Booyakasha.
Why do you sound funny?
Do I?
You sound funny.
What do I sound like?
It sounds like it's cracking. No, that was funny. I was gonna say.
That's StreamYard doing that again.
Oh God,
microphone check.
I'm using. Oh, fuck! Come on.
I hear it. That is weird.
You hear it too, right?
Microphone check. Maybe it's okay now. Okay, I don't hear it now.
You can still hear it?
No. Nope.
Fuck.
Do you still hear it?
All right, I'm gonna leave and come back. Hold on.
Okay. Chat, how's my mic? How's my mic? Do you hear any crackling going on when I talk? Let me know. 20 people hanging out already. That was fast. All right, welcome you guys. Bolin is asking, favorite franchise, Predator or Aliens? Well, I'm biased. Gotta represent my homies, the Yakcha. Oh, here we go. Let's try this again. All right. Lopez says I sound fine.
I still hear it.
I don't know. People are saying I'm fine, so I don't know. It could be a StreamYard thing.
Is fucking terrible.
Is it that bad, or can we get through it?
I still hear it. Can you?
Microphone check. Microphone check.
Oh God.
No, I don't hear it anymore. Is it that distracting?
Yeah.
Really?
Hold on.
Do you have headphones? Professional streaming. Antihero says sound is good. I'm half deaf. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to laugh. I meant I thought you meant I was like too loud for you, and you're like, I'm taking away your hearing. Let's see here. I did see that crazy Predator versus Zatoichi short film on YouTube at Lopez, and I really wish I did a trailer reaction to that, because I lost my damn mind watching it because I didn't know what was coming next. I had no idea. No idea. But I didn't know what it was. So if I knew, I would have definitely did some kind of reaction to it. So Antihero goes, a lot of metal over the years. That's right. All right, let's try this again.
I still hear it. Wait, it stopped.
Okay.
It stopped. I don't know what happened, but it stopped.
Yo.
Okay.
Not bad.
It's better. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Let's rock and roll. Let's kick it. Let's get into it before the crackly crackles come back.
Because I had to use my phone. Was my laptop is just.
It could be
one day when I get. Huh?
All right. You RVD'd for a second.
Oh.
All right, you're back now.
And I'm using my fucking phone, and my phone's supposed to be better. What the hell? I can't find a bar. There we go. Oh my God.
All right, we gonna make it through. We gonna do it.
Okay. So
Omegon, welcome to the stream, Omegon. Patrick D. Patrick D. I'm not gonna be doing anything like that, but if you're curious, head over to JaxB.
Because I'm on my phone.
No, that's fine. I'll read it out to you. Head over to JaxB.TheRipper's channel. Oh, well, thank you. JaxB.TheRipper's channel. Head over there, and we actually did a stream, me, her, and Wet Movie 1, where we talk about Christmas movies. So if you want a little taste of that, head over there. But I'm not going to be doing anything on my stream. So, Gene, he says, I think you and Lady Fatblood are easily awesome. Well, thank you, Gene. You are awesome. You. What do you got there? Some of the bubbly? What is that? You froze.
What?
Okay. You're moving like this. You're popping and locking. Oh, there you go. You're good now.
You were to think with my cell phone it'll be better since it's more up to date than my laptop. But okay.
Well, now you're good to go right now. You sound pretty good. All right, let's get into it. Well, we got everything working right now.
Paused.
God damn it, really? Me? I'm back.
Okay, well, no, now you're fine. You're fine. Yeah,
okay.
You did it for like a few seconds, but now you're fine.
All right. I have the Ethernet cable hooked in. There shouldn't be any pausing at all, but let's go ahead and go. All right. I'll start first, and then we'll get to you, because I think it will be a little bit more interesting because of your history with Power Rangers when we get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and get Speed Racer out of the way. So I remember when this was announced back in the day. I remember seeing the trailer for it, and I remember going, okay, I don't know what to make of it. I was like, eh. And I'll admit it, I kind of jumped on the anti-Speed Racer bandwagon because around that time, the live action property was what I mean. Because around that time, there were so many. You had Dragon Ball Evolution. There were so many bad live action adaptations of anime properties, and at that time, I was just like, you know what, whatever comes out live action, I'm going to hate it no matter what. Boo, Speed Racer. I'm pretty sure on the channel somewhere you got me back. You know, if you go way back in the day on the channel, I probably did a video, but like, boo, Speed Racer, it sucks. Blah, blah, blah. And you know, I kind of just forgot about it and never had any interest at all to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this was an interesting challenge for me from you, because that gives me a chance to go ahead and check it out for the first time ever. So I went ahead and rented it on Amazon Prime. And before I say, was it really as bad? Because we're looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score of 41%. It's not even close to being fresh. It's 41%. 60 is fresh and up. So is it as bad? Is it as bad as 41? We'll talk about it when I'm getting done through it. Now, before I get through what I liked and what I didn't like, what is your history with Speed Racer and whatnot?
You're stopped a little.
All right.
Okay. So I've seen, oh God, I think I've only seen the first. Okay. As a kid, I saw it at age 7 years old. I remember it being on Toonami, and I liked it and everything. It was an interesting cartoon. Yeah. I liked the theme song. And then when I was in high school, I bought the first season on DVD. It was like, if anybody remembers it, it's like it looks like it's a tire on the front.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I rewatched it, and it was really, I thought it was good for its time and everything. I think they did censor some stuff out, because if I remember correctly, hearing like, this was back when the radio days, like I remember it was like one of those early show, like when you're like waiting for the music to come on, but you have to listen to all this talking first. And I don't know what station it was, but they were saying, like, they were talking about cartoons, how a lot of them were racist back then, and how Speed Racers had a few of them. So I don't remember any of that. It's just, I think I don't even, maybe it was in the second or third season. I don't know how many seasons it had, because I never finished collecting them. Right. So, and I do know they eventually made like a 2000 Speed Racer. I don't know how well that did though, because it didn't last on Toonami that long.
Was that it was like bad CG animation kind of style?
Almost a little bit.
Okay, a little bit of a mixture.
No, I mean, I think it had a little bit of CGI, but not that much.
Okay.
But it was a little bit more up to date, for like 2006 style or 7 style. So, but it might have been before that. So that's my history. I've always loved Speed Racer, and like, I don't remember finishing the movie just because I don't know what happened, but I do remember seeing pieces of the movie. And
hey, you were supposed to watch the movie.
Okay, I had a lot of stuff happen.
Boo!
But
Chat,
at least I remember some of it.
Chat, I want to see boos in the comments.
I had a lot of stuff going on, okay? I barely had
It's all right.
I barely had time to watch my
It's all right,
okay?
I'll give you a pass.
It's funny because I own the DVD. I just can't find it anywhere.
Right.
It's somewhere. But
it's all right, we'll still get into it.
What I do remember when I was watching it, I was like, how are people going to understand this? Like, like the newcomers, because it goes so quick, the story. So quick. It's like, and I remember talking to somebody, because I was like 21 or 20 years old when that movie came out. So this was 2009 or 2008, around there. Yeah. And even I was talking to one of my teachers in college, and she was like, she even said the same thing. Like, this movie was good, but it's just like, it went too fast paced. And if you're bringing in your kid or something, or your little brother, they're not going to understand unless they've seen the cartoon. Right. So that's all I remember from that movie. And it's like, I said, it's been a long time since I've seen it. So right.
Well, no, we'll get into it though. But it sounds like since you watched it, it actually sounds like you have more history than I do with the show. Really? Because I remember, because this is why. When I remember watching Speed Racer a little bit, I remember little things here and there, but I don't remember the show at all, because it's been 5 billion years since I
Mhm.
watched it as a kid. But when I used to catch reruns of Speed Racer once in a while, let's be honest. Am I going to watch Speed Racer or am I going to watch Transformers, Robotech,
Okay. Well,
Voltron, Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, G.I. Joe? I mean, come on. The real Ghostbusters. Am I going to watch Speed Racer reruns or the other? So the other obviously took up most of my childhood growing up. So I don't like. I remember watching Speed Racer here and there. I remember a few things here and there. The theme song, the monkey and all that stuff. Him jumping out of the car and all that stuff. I remember all that a little bit things, but in terms of like the plot story and all that, I remember Racer X was fucking cool. I
Yeah,
remember
and we
loving
already know in
Racer
every
X.
Speed Racer episode, they gave away the fucking. It was basically what's it called? Oh my god, why can't I think of the word? Spoiler.
What?
They spoiled it in every episode. They didn't let you just like find out towards the end. It was like,
Yeah.
every episode, like they told
Oh
you
yeah,
what it was. We're doing
really?
spoilers, right?
No, this is spoilers. Yeah, these movies
Okay.
have been
In
out for a
case
while.
you guys don't know, in the original cartoon
Okay,
in the 70s, every time, because there was always a narrator, there was always
right.
somebody narrating. And then the guy would always say, Racer X was secretly Speed Racer's brother, and he doesn't know any idea. It was exactly like that.
Right. Okay.
I
Okay.
can't believe you didn't know that. But yeah, it's just like it was always that. That's why I said, like, if you didn't watch the show growing
Yeah.
up as a kid, you're gonna be lost with the movie.
Yeah.
So
Well, like I said, it was semi-familiar territory. Like I remember things, but in terms of plot, I just remember Racer X was cool. That's all I remember from the show.
mhm.
That's all I remember was Racer X.
And I can't
There you go.
remember exactly the ending to the show once Speed finds out, but I don't think it was ever like a happy little family reunion. I think if I remember correctly, Racer X just takes off and he's like, "Yeah, I'm your brother, bye." And then and
So,
the Speed is
so
like,
you
"Come
don't,
back."
so you don't remember how they did the big reveal in the live action movie?
No. Oh shit! What did I do? Oh,
Oh
so that's
no,
how you
you're
did the
good.
comments.
Oh, well, you can see the comments now.
Yeah, now I know, but it's blocking our faces. But yeah,
Oh,
now I see it because I'm
yeah.
on my phone. Okay,
Andre Atkins. I was saying, so you don't remember, or you haven't seen the reveal of how they do it in the live action movie, have you? With Racer
mm-mm.
X. Oh, I can't wait to
Because
see your reaction when I tell you. So we have
was
some.
it probably better than was it the cartoon version better than the movie version?
Probably. I would say yes, but it'd be interesting to see your reaction once I get to it. All right. So Raven Loon. He says the speed he's asking was the movie in 3D. The movie feels like it was a 3D
It
movie,
feels like it.
but I don't remember it being advertised for 3D though.
I
I think,
barely remember it being advertised at all, just because I think they weren't getting the hype what they wanted.
right.
But I don't remember. It could be. That's the thing. It can be an IMAX film. I could so totally see
Yeah.
that.
And the 3D, of course, because I'm sure in mid 2000s, a lot of the Spy Kids movies were really popular. You had the 3D one, you'd think it would have been 3D, but I don't remember. I don't even remember. I see it on Blu-ray, but I don't remember seeing a 3D version of it on Blu-ray. And usually they try to sell it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just one of those movies that looks like it should have been 3D, but it wasn't. So somebody earlier said they loved your Iron Maiden background.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I can't. Sorry. I'm like,
No, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So 2008, the Wachowskis, can't say Wachowski brothers anymore. We're just going to call them the Wachowskis, creators of the Matrix films, decided to take on the property of bringing to life an old anime favorite from the old school era. So, okay. So I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm finally going to give this a movie a chance. Now, keep in mind, before I started to watch this movie, I basically was like, okay, a lot of people that hated this movie, because I remember comments back in the day, a lot of people that hated this movie were going, it's some stupid kids movie. And I was just like, yeah, that's dumb. But then now I'm like, wait a minute, the show was for kids. So I was like, okay, well, then the movie being for kids should make sense. So I went in to view the movie with that mindset. Okay, I'm about to watch a child's film, a kid's movie, a family picture. So I was like, okay, let me look in and go into that, right? All right. Got some bootleg notes here.
Oh, trust me, what I gotta say about Power Rangers is coming from the heart.
No. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting when we get into Power Rangers. All right. So right in the beginning here, let's see here. You have as soon as the movie gets going, it's either you're in or out. You're in or out as soon as the movie starts. It's like you look at the visuals and you look at the design, and you're either going to do this. You're either going to go, this looks like fucking bullshit. Either you're going to go, this looks so fucking fake. This looks like there's a fucking green screen everywhere. Nobody looks real. Is this even a real movie? You're either going to react that way, or you're going to go, okay, I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to do a combination where they were trying to make a live action cartoon, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what they were going for. Okay, so you're either one or the other, because a lot of parts of the movie don't look good. Like, it looks ugly. You know what I mean? Like, the backgrounds are really. But I'm saying, but if you like I said, either you go in with, okay, this is what they were going for, then you should be fine.
Yeah, because I could understand that, just because from what I remember watching, just the colors just kind of clashed together a little too much. There wasn't enough variety, so that was
right.
I think that's why I was never able to finish it, just because it kind of bothered me a little bit what I was watching.
See,
it wasn't so much the story; it was just the fact that
the visual
story is like I already know in the back of my head. So
yeah, and it's like it's so just the colors are like.
That was the problem.
So it was just kind of like, so it reminded me of a very fun, action-packed, badass ninja exploitation movie called Ninja Assassin. So I'm from the old school era, right? Where blood squibs, action movies, we got the blood squibs, right? But now it's cheaper, quicker, and faster to have CGI blood, right? So I'm not really a big fan of that. But if that's the only way we're going to get our action movie, fine, I'll take it. But in Ninja Assassin, all of the it's a very over the top ninja movie, right? Very, very over the top. It's ninja exploitation, but all the blood is obvious, huge red spurts CGI blood. And at first, I was a little bit disappointed with that, but I liked the movie enough and the fight choreography enough to kind of give the CGI blood a pass. And then I found out later that the director, this was a creative choice. The director loved anime. He loved movies like Ninja Scroll and whatnot. And he wanted all of the blood in the movie to shoot out and spurt similar to how blood would come out in an anime.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, that's different. I wasn't expecting that. And what's funny about this, the main actor, Rain, who plays, he's the lead in Ninja Assassin, he's one of the Japanese racers in this movie. He's in this movie. So in the beginning, I'm like, this kind of reminded me of Ninja Assassin. And then later when Rain shows up as one of the main drivers, I was like, what? It's the same actor. Yeah, so he shows up. So I was just like, that's weird. But, I think it's an artistic choice. That's what the Wachowskis were going for, was to make a live action cartoon, right? For better or for worse, that's what they were going for. So, okay. So we have an opening race sequence where Speed is almost going to beat his brother's record. But during the race sequence, they kind of threw in everything, the whole plot. This is like the first 15 minutes of the movie. The very first race sequence, they throw in everything. The brother was a badass. They threw in everything, right? The brother was a badass
John Goodman's the father, right? John Goodman's the father, right?
And Susan Sarandon's the mom. Right. So right at the beginning, the first 15 minutes, he's basically driving around and racing the other guys, but he's getting close to beating his brother's score, but he decides not to because he loves his brother. And earlier, you find out the brother was this badass racer, but he ends up leaving mysteriously, and you don't know why. And him and the father had a really bad falling out, right? But it was such the driving seat. The race was visually pleasing.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but the race car events look better at night. Like they look better at night.
Yeah,
You
I can
get
see
2
that.
or 3 in the middle that was like in a desert and somewhere else, and it kind of looked a little. But all the racing scenes at night work, which I'm happy for. At least the finale race was at night, so I was like, okay, good, thank God, because that's when it looks the best for some reason. Edwin, what's going on? Jackman, welcome. All right, so let's see. Andre Atkins says the color contrast in Speed Racer was up way too high.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they
so
just needed to work. I felt like I was playing a pinball machine
yeah,
game, kind of. I felt like I was in an arcade. No, even arcade, at least it's dark when you go in and it's just the lights
yeah,
of machines. But
yeah. And
there
all the shiny
definitely needs to,
cars bouncing around.
yeah, so there definitely need to be some darkness. That's why I was confused. I remember when I first heard about it, I was is this really a race? Like, you're expecting to see dirt, like racing on the dirt or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
the NASCAR shit is.
right, yeah. Well, you get, like I said, you get a race later in the desert and stuff like that, and it just looks weird. It's okay, but it doesn't look right. It looks better at night. Well, anyway, so he doesn't want to beat his brother's record. He looks up to him. He loves him. His brother had to leave for mysterious reasons, and right when he pulls back, he doesn't want to beat his brother's record out of respect for his brother. And then like it's so forced dramatics. Like they threw in all of this backstory in 15 minutes at the beginning of the movie, and his speed turns. He turns the car and it zooms in on his face, and then you see the one tear drop down. Like I'm just like, no, movie, no. We just started. What? Come on, forced dramatics. But it's fine. It's probably a good thing. Let's just get it moving and keep it going. I did feel that this movie was a little bit too long. It felt too long.
I felt the same way for Power Rangers.
I can take a guess why too, but I can't wait to get to that. But it felt a little bit too long. Like two of the races in the middle of the movie, they could have took out 1 or 2 of those and just got straight to our finale. Kind of made them a little bit more condensed. So basically, I guess they couldn't afford Tim Curry, so we got bootleg Tim Curry. This actor, the character, his name is Royalton, and he's this big billion-dollar mogul, and he's in charge of the races and all this. He's got legendary racers underneath his wing and a wall of trophies, and obviously he's there to recruit Speed, right? But as soon as this guy comes in, I was like, man, I'm screaming for Tim Curry. Like as soon as he comes in, he's just like, "Oh, look at Speed's mother." He's like, "Oh, I love pancakes." Yes, like it's like a really over the top. Anyway, so I actually enjoyed. The lead actor was fine. I enjoyed John Goodman as the dad, Susan Sarandon. I enjoyed her as the mother.
Wednesday Addams was in there too.
Huh?
Wednesday Addams playing Pixie.
Oh yeah, Christina
Ricci.
Trixie. She was like, I think she got it because her acting in this movie was like, I'm in a live action cartoon, so she's like really hamming it up. Like she's
good.
like really hamming it up. So she was fun playing Trixie. But every emotional scene throughout this movie actually kind of worked. I was surprised, but unfortunately, it gets upended because kids movie. So you'll have like really solid acting. Susan Sarandon sits down with Speed and gives him the, with great power comes great responsibility speech. And she's like really proud of him. Like it was actually a good scene. And the dad having his friction with Speed, and because Speed's not listening to him, Speed wants to do what he wants to do.
Yeah. And
pretty well acted scenes. But unfortunately, that was my tombstone there. You like that, chat? All right.
Unfortunately.
So, Sprite. No, Spritle.
Oh,
Sprite?
I thought you meant Sprite.
Is it Sprite or Spritle?
Spritle, yeah.
Spritle, right? Okay. Even for a kids movie, I could not stand Spritle throughout the entirety of the movie. I could not stand Spritle. Now, do you remember how Spritle acted in this movie? Did he act like the character from the old cartoon?
No, I vaguely remember him, but I do remember the cartoon very well. I remember he just liked candy. He was always getting into shit he shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Along with his fellow monkey.
Right.
I remember Racer X one time saved his ass. I forgot from what. It's very
Okay.
vague, but
Okay.
But
so
he just kept getting into shit. Like it, I can see how it's okay for like a kid's, an anime series. Well, no, even in some animes, I can't stand the smart ass little kid. Like Rurouni Kenshin, there was that one character, or even G Gundam, and I was like, nah, I like, can we stop putting like these emo little kids in here thinking they're tough? Man, this kid Spritle wasn't emo, but
yeah, I know, annoying kids.
It's just an annoying kid that's in there that's just mad at the world and needs to punch everybody, and they punch like the weakest ones and not the ones at their level. Angst. There we go. Yeah. But it's not even good angst. Like I've seen good angst. This is just like all over the place angst.
Yeah.
But
well, every time I'm like actually sitting down, believe it or not, Chad, I'm actually sitting down and enjoying the movie. Some of the CGI is good, some of the CGI is, but I'm actually enjoying the story, especially with the bootleg Tim Curry guy, Royalton. You get some interesting backstory where he's just like, when Speed turns him down, he's like, you know what? I know this is a $1 billion offer, but we want to do things as a family. We want to make it as a family and handle our own business. And he just goes into this big backstory speech of how racing is all fixed. He's in charge of everything, and it's all about money and power. That's the pretty interesting spiel we got going here. And then, what's Spritle getting into? Ooh. I was like, oh my God, dude. Like, I get it. It's a kid's movie, but you don't have to dumb it down too much.
Yeah.
Like, kids are not that dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. So like right in the first time my introduction to Spritle is he's sitting down with the monkey. He's sitting down with Bubbles. We just gonna call the monkey Bubbles.
Yeah, I can't remember the monkey's name. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. We're just gonna call him Bubbles, right?
Yeah. He's sitting down with Bubbles, and then they're watching a bootleg anime, and then all of a sudden they cut from the anime to them being in the anime because it's all in the kid's head.
Yeah.
And then the monkey's just like doing this with the subtitles, and then the Spritle's over here, and they do a jump kick in the air, and I'm like, oh, I'm in for it. Oh boy, I'm just like, I'm in for it. We're gonna have more of this shit. And then like they're trying to steal candy on the plane. Like, why is this important? Let's get like the main plot is actually not bad. Like
I think they even did a bribe with him. Somebody bribed him with candy one time, but I think Racer X gave him candy. It was something that Spritle had. I forgot. Like I said, I have to rewatch it. I remember, but I can't remember details. So, but I remember Racer X one time wanted something. I believe he wanted something. He was like, here's some candy. They're like, okay. So that's just basically the point. And I guess the mom was strict and doesn't give them candy for obvious reasons.
Right.
But yeah, it was just there was a lot of candy negotiation. It was like drugs for them. You know what I mean?
Jack Mann says the cartoon version was pretty annoying as well. Oh, hey, then the movie's accurate.
Chin. I get the feeling if you're gonna be, from what it sounds like, it was very accurate. But also, if you're gonna be making the little kid accurate too, like, he was annoying in the anime. I could just imagine in real life how he'll be. Right. Like, it's forgivable in an anime, even if there is so many shitty like kids in animes that their characters. But in a real life, like, I couldn't stand young Anakin.
Right.
I fucking hated that kid.
Are you an angel? Are you an angel?
Like, and I'm not even a Star Wars fan, and I'm feeling people with this young Anakin being fucking annoying. So, but anyways, continue.
But I mean, like, you could still have a young character getting a mischief, but this has to be at some point something likable. The
only times I've seen good kid acting was in Guillermo del Toro's Mama.
Oh.
That was some damn good acting for those kids.
They
weren't annoying.
exist. There's it's rare, but there's good child actors on there. But I mean for the character for this movie.
But you also got to remember the director does shitty job. But however, we're going to exclude this because the director was following the anime.
Yeah, it's still annoying. so
it worked. That was the point.
Chim.
There we go. Yeah.
Right. All right. So anyway, like every time there's something like serious and interesting. Oh, kids movie. We got to get back to the kids. So you have that big money is the power. Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy as father and son speech, right? To Speed. And then we cut to first they ate so much candy in the plane. Then they're like, okay, someone's coming up in there. We're going to get caught. Let's run away. So then they sneak out of the plane. Then we go back to the Empire Strikes Back speech. And then we cut from that with some of the worst CGI backgrounds I've ever seen in my life. You cut to Spritle and Chim in like this like a little cart, electric cart, and they're like driving it wild all through the mogul's base, you know, the racer base. And they're playing Freebird. What the fuck is happening? What is happening?
Well, isn't like NASCAR considered like a redneck sport? So I can see.
But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
And it's trying to Americanize
keep in mind, though. Keep in mind, they're like, hey, Chim, we don't want to get caught. Let's sneak out. You go from that to Chim driving an electric cart and the kid playing air guitar to Freebird. So it's like, hey, let's get out of here. We might be caught.
They did.
I was like, oh no, movie.
You just go movie.
I was no bad movie. No, I was like, I was actually paying attention and interested in what's happening, and you keep cutting the fucking Spritle shenanigans. Speed Racer, aka Spritle and Chim shenanigans, the movie. That's what this is. So anyway, I'm still trying to be positive here. But Spritle killing me, man. You even have a scene where, so anyway, you find out later that we call them Inventor. What's his name? Inspector something. Some character. Inspector Detector shows up.
Okay.
Right. And so he's like trying to proposition Speed. Hey, come help us take down, you know, the corruption that's basically going through these racing. The races basically. There's corruption. There's criminal activity. The mob's involved. All this stuff. And my boy Henry Sonata showed up in the movie. I was like, oh, no. What are you doing here? I'll tell you all about him later, Jax. He's an amazing actor. He shows up. I'm like, no. But, you know, you had the big Japanese side of things, right? Remember they had their racer? Well, he was like the leader of that side. But anyway. So before I got to the Spritle bullshit, up to that point, I was like, you know what? I think they actually give a shit because the Mach, the Mach 5 looks cool. I like the family except Spritle, and they throw in the theme song here and there. I wouldn't be surprised if you go back and rewatch it. You can let me know, but I wouldn't be surprised if the opening race there were a lot of announcer cameos. Like Speed Racer is coming around, you know what I mean? And some of those voices kind of sound like, well, maybe this guy did the English dubbing for the cartoon. I wouldn't be surprised. So it's like a lot of you could tell they were trying. Wachowskis were trying to do this. Mm-hmm. Did they succeed? We'll get to that by the end of this rant. But again, anyway, the investor. What's his name? Inspector Detector.
Yeah.
Shows up. He tries to recruit Speed, and the father's like, no, I already lost a son. I know those dangerous rallies are out there. I don't want my son involved with that. I don't want to lose another one. And of course, Speed's like, no, I need to do this. This is something important. So him and Trixie go against, Speed's dad's orders. They go out there and they get in the rally races. Inspector Detector helps them soup up their cars and whatnot. Now we get the cool shit. Now we're getting the saw blades. Now we're getting the gadgets. And that was one of the things that I remember I really only watched Speed Racer for was Racer X and gadgets, car gadgets.
5 gadgets, yeah. The little,
right?
He had like 5 or 6 buttons.
Yeah. So that was I remember that being fun. So whatchamacallit? So I'm still on board here, right? I'm still interested to see what's going on. And then the father, John Goodman and them show up. They're pissed off. They find out what he's been doing. And another well-acted scene between Goodman and Speed, and you can't tell me what to do, and all this. We're leaving now. Like serious, but no. Kids movie. God damn it! Let's see what fucking Spridel's doing. What is Spridel doing? So then the Susan Sarandon, I love her. She's amazing. She comes in. She's like, no, we're gonna. If you're gonna do this, we're gonna be here with you the whole way. And convinces Goodman, stop being an asshole and just show up and let's just do this as a family if this is what he's going to do. Cut to Spritel. Oh, we're staying? Let's order room service. The whole movie is this. The whole movie. Oh, every time.
There were that many of
every time, but it was enough. It was enough to grade me. Now look, it's just me, okay? Everyone else that watches Speed Racer, they're probably huge fans of Spritel. They probably have Spritel posters on their walls. It's Spritel Pop.
I would you know what I want? I want a Speed Racer action figure with a Mach 5.
You don't want a Spritel Pop?
No. I always wanted a Speed Racer action figure with the Mach 5.
Oh, I'm gonna keep an eye out for you then. I'm gonna keep an eye out for you.
If we could get a Racer X added in there too.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to buy it for me for the holidays or just any other day.
There you go. Let's see here. Jack Mann says, "Oh, when Susan Sarandon sits Speed down, tears. Yeah. See, we had good scenes when Susan Sarandon was sitting down with Speed and telling her how proud she was. Like, this was legitimately good acting in this neon blinding color palette of a movie, but right. There's no good things in here, though. This is the point I'm trying to make. Despite Spritel, the sight of Spritel is just like, nah. Can we take the Spritel character out? It was useless and did nothing, and let's just follow Chim Chim. Can we follow the monkey? Let's be honest. The monkey was more interesting and more useful than fucking Spritel. Okay, anyway. All right, so we go through some more races, some cool gadgets, some cool shit going on. And at some point, we actually, for the rally races, they actually had to team up. So it was Racer X teaming up with Speeds, teaming up with Rain, the Japanese driver, right? Mm-hmm. So they work well. They don't work well together at first. They fight each other. Oh, I forgot. There's ninjas in this movie. Did you guys know there was ninjas? Were there ninjas?
The anime
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, no, that's fine because the anime kind of has well, I forgot what there was an episode where Speed Racer went to it looked almost like the Amazons or the Aztecs. So, I mean, but he went there. They didn't come to him.
Okay.
So there are episodes like that. So it can get a little far-fetched, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure the original series had over-the-top moments like that, right?
Oh yeah, so, they definitely did. Somehow Racer X was there too because they had to do something about a race that they were racing somewhere. So yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, so ninjas show up. All right. They temporarily bootleg poison Rain. And then we actually had a pretty good fight scene with one of the ninjas versus Matthew Fox, who was playing Racer X. Actually, pretty good. Yo, Matthew Fox, chat. If you have not seen Speed Racer, Matthew Fox is excellent in this movie. Mm-hmm. He is excellent as Speed Racer. I mean, as a Racer X. He is excellent. Every dialogue, every speech he makes, he is excellent in this movie. And where the fuck is Matthew Fox? Does anybody know where the fuck he is? Hold on, I need to look him up because I was thinking of Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox? Hey, Michael J. Fox was driving the DeLorean in this movie, yo.
Oh shit!
I was like, no, I need to look up
Oh
this
my
guy.
god!
Hold on.
He was in Lost. He was popular for Lost, the TV show.
Oh, okay, that's why I don't know. Okay.
But he was great. If you ever get a chance to watch the movie again, you will like him. Like he was legitimately good. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I know.
Right. Could you imagine Doc Brown just showing up to help Speed out, tweak his car? Speed, I need you to sit down and relax. We're gonna throw some banana peels in your car, and you're gonna go. Be hilarious. Oh my god,
that would have been cool. If it would have been Matthew McConaughey.
That would have worked too. Actually,
that would have worked too.
As Racer X. So anyway, okay. So they win the rally. They defeat some of the bad guys as of now. And then a horrible bad cut, like transition. Like it was like, what happened with the editing here? So the Japanese driver, after he got what he wants, he basically ditched the team and went off and done his own thing. So Speed Racer was really pissed off about that because now he can't continue with the rally. He can't keep going now. He's done. So he's just like kind of pissed off driving. He goes back to the old track that his brother used to take him around in, and he's all pissed off driving. All of a sudden, a little yellow car starts to appear behind him and comes around on the side, and Racer's X on the side of him. So there's a little bit of competition driving, and they hit each other and slow around, kind of come to a halt. And Racer X gets out, and they have this really good conversation. And Racer X again delivers right here. Now, what's interesting is they're already teasing the fact, the fact that he thinks it's his brother, because he's like, my brother disappeared, and 2 years later you appear and you drive just like him. So Speed's already assuming that's him. Well, Matthew Fox, I hope you're still with me, Jax, by the end of the movie. So Matthew Fox takes the mask off and goes, "I'm sorry, I'm not your brother," because totally different actor in the beginning of the movie. Right. And then he's all, but he gave him some really, really good, inspirational speech to get him positive again. And, he was great as Racer X, really good. And then the sister of Rain feels sorry for her brother ditching the team. And she gives an invitation to Speed so he can at least go into the finals and race. So it's a big hurrah, yay moment. The family comes together. They soup up Mach 5. It is now Mach 6 now by the end of the movie. Souping it up, getting all this stuff, get it going, get it crack-a-lacking, and then now we have our finale race. But of course, the evil Mongol guy, the Royalton, he's all, this is preposterous, but it's against the rules. Like he has to allow them, because it's a legit invitation. He has to allow them to race, right? And let me see if there's anything else before I get to the let's see here. Okay. So, I forgot to mention the ninja fight. So the ninja fight versus Matthew Fox was good. But kids movie, can't get too serious now. Kids movie. So then we cut to the family fighting ninjas, and Speed is doing like horrible. You can tell he has no martial arts background, like horrible. And then the father's picking up a guy and like doing this with the ninja, like flipping him around like this and throwing him away.
I mean, kids movie, so
I get it. It's kids. I get it. Kids. And yes, there's more.
It's not the raid, okay?
I was expecting the raid. Come on. Anyway. All right. So we get to
kids movie. Can you imagine that?
What?
However, Power Rangers, the original, the TV series, had better fight scenes.
I agree. All right, let's see here. I feel like I'm missing something, but we'll get to the finale. So the finale race was actually pretty good. It was intense. It was a lot of fun. It was at night, so everything, the special effects looked better. And a lot of emotion, a lot of emotional content happens at the end, and everyone's cheering. Matthew Fox is getting up on the edge of his seat. He's looking like everyone's all into it, and you got the Royalton going, nah! And it was a feel-good moment. I admit it. Him winning the race at the end and defeating all the bad guys, and it was a feel-good moment. I admit it, despite Spritle being over there. So, Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Trixie temporarily drove also. Like she got down. Did she drive in the old cartoon?
There was a couple times she drove the car. She
Okay.
she knew how to handle it. I wouldn't say she raced it, but yeah, she did knew how to handle it.
Okay. Yeah, she took over for Rain when the ninjas kind of poisoned him, made him sick. She became the driver for his car temporarily for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was having fun. She knew she was in a live action cartoon. Like she got it. But let's see here. Yeah, so it was actually a feel good moment. Now, the feel good moment, he grabs Christina Ricci, he kisses her. Well, before he kisses her, out of nowhere, feel good moment. What can you explain to me the milk?
The milk.
Was that a family thing in the cartoon where they just drunk milk and hey, good job, milk?
I can't remember that part. I can't remember. I just remember the candy. I just remember the candy.
Because they were talking about when we win, I'm going to share that celebration milk with you.
It's kind of bringing back a little bit of memories.
Okay. It has to be. It has to, because why would they go? Why would they? I
think that's just subliminal for drinking. I mean, they could have put vodka in it for all I know.
Okay, so Jack says it's an Indy 500 thing. Okay,
I get it.
Speed hands Sparky his milk, and Sparky's like, "Oh my god, I'm drinking the milk." He drinks the milk. Everyone's cheering. Feel good moment. Henry Sonata's like, "Fuck you" to Royalton. He grabs Christina Ricci and was about to do what he told her he was going to do earlier in the movie and kiss her in front of all the flashing lights for his victory. And he grabs her and he's getting ready to kiss her. Feel good moment. And then Spritle comes in out of nowhere and like fourth wall breaks. He fourth wall breaks. So they're getting ready to do some smooching, right? Maybe a little tongue. I don't know. That might be too risque. Get ready to do some kisses. Spritle and Chim Chim come up like this, like they're in front of the screen, wearing like doctor or lab teacher coats or some fucking shit. And they're talking to the audience, and they're talking to you, chat, and they're saying, "We apologize for what you're about to see, all you cootie sensitive viewers."
I feel like that sounds so familiar. My childhood's just come. I might be wrong. Maybe it's a Mandela effect, but it sounds familiar. Maybe I just saw it in the trailer.
Spritle is the new anyone got some mints. That's the comment there.
Wait,
anybody got a mint? It's old Hellboy 2019 joke in my review that our wonderful followers and fans, or the family, they always bring up once in a while. Yeah, so yeah, Spritle. Yeah. So fuck Spritle. Now, the movie itself, shorten it down. I would have taken out maybe one or two of the mid races. They could have, that felt like padding. Take that out. Oh, before I give my overall thingamajiggy. All right. So remember I said Matthew Fox did a fantastic job as Racer X, right? Okay. So at the end, Matthew Fox is looking out and he's getting ready to walk away into the darkness. And Inspector Detector says, he goes, "You sure you don't want to tell them the truth?" And he goes, and all of a sudden he starts thinking, and then now we get more flashback. The movie's pretty much over. I don't know why they're doing it now, but I guess it's supposed to be a big reveal. So you see the flashback of the original actor, the brother from the earlier in the movie. He gets in the car crash or whatever, but he survives. And then he kind of goes on the crusade to take down corruption in the racing circuit on his own, changes his identity. He gets plastic surgery, Jax.
Wow.
So he does that, and then he made himself more handsome. So now he's like, you know what? I want to look like Matthew Fox. Boom. Right? And now he's the Racer X persona, which is kind of...
I'm looking at an image of Matthew Fox right now. I think you should just stay however he was originally.
Anyway. Okay, so Yeah, but it's like he had the mask on the whole movie. No one could see his identity.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the point of getting plastic surgery also?
Just in case they rip off the mask and
I guess. Are you okay with that since you are a fan of the original show? Are you okay with
I
this?
don't remember any plastic surgery being involved, so I'm guessing it didn't happen. But
So it's
no, I'm not okay with it.
okay.
If they didn't want to find out that was a brother, I'd rather have that. But why are you gonna have plastic surgery unless like you really, I don't know. That's
It just
stupid.
seems so it just seems so tacked on, but I guess they have to kind of explain it because he unmasked himself earlier to give his inspirational speech to Speed to get him back on the track. So I guess they have to come up with some. It just sounds so. It's kind of lazy. Oh, he got plastic surgery. It just felt like lazy
I mean,
writing.
is he that scared that they're gonna? Unless he died in a car accident, maybe his face was fucked up or something. We don't know.
There you go. See, that would have made more sense.
That's what they should have said. That like, oh, he got plastic surgery because he got fucked up. Like, let him
Yeah,
be.
yeah, that would have made more sense. What's up, Sean? He goes, "What's up, Samurai? Got to say, the original Power Rangers movie with Amy Jo Johnson is good. Never cared for the remake." All right, well, we're gonna get into that, buddy, in a little bit. I'm almost done with Speed Racer, guys. I'm almost done. All right, so you get imagery from the cartoon. You get the theme song. I'm sure some of the English dubbers made cameos. You get moments where an earlier race where Speed kind of jumps out of the car and turns sideways and then lands. I remember that in the cartoon. He does that in the movie. There was enough effort. There was enough effort, and the real actors, unlike Spritle, basically kind of I think were the glue. They were the glue to the movie that made it watchable for me to keep watching the film. So, is it as bad as 41%? Is it as low as 41%? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I liked it more. I don't think it's a great movie. And I think the problem with the movie is who is it for? Like you kind of mentioned earlier, right, Jax? Like,
Yeah.
who is the movie for? And if anyone's complaining that it's a kid's movie, do you want a serious reboot of Speed Racer? Like, how would you market an R-rated Speed Racer, right? Like, it would be kind of weird, right? So it's kind of like,
okay.
what do you think?
Here's the thing, like at least let's sort of say Dragon Ball Z, we all knew that was PG-13 status right there.
That's fine.
So it could be an R-rated movie,
right.
if they would have actually done a good job with it.
Right.
Because,
but I mean, like, forget the live action cartoon world, like real world Mach 5, real world Speed Racer, and on a real racetrack. No loop-de-loops, none of that. Like a serious Ford versus Ferrari, Days of Thunder version of Speed Racer. I don't think that would have worked either.
Mm-mm.
So
because it was just
difficult.
Speed Racer in the 70s was what made Speed Racer. That was the thing. It was just I think the other version of Speed Racer was Tom Slick, but it was just one of those short cartoons.
Right.
But we all know Speed Racer was better.
Right.
I mean, that's like also saying George of the Jungle, the movie was shit just because it was trying to be the kids' cartoon.
Right.
It's a kids live action film, and that's the case. How many live action how many films do we have that are aimed for kids? Are you going to call shit just because, or not shit actually, just because it wasn't based off a cartoon?
Right.
I mean, from the way it sounds, I think they did almost a pretty good job. I mean, there was no perfection. Don't get me wrong.
No.
It's going to be always hard to make a movie perfect when it comes to a video game or an anime.
Right. And more so,
it's two different worlds. That's why I don't want them to touch Gatchaman or G-Force. So like, don't you dare touch that. Well, because they had some that could actually be a rated R film, because there was some slapping women and earthquakes swallowing people, plants swallowing, like there was some shit in there that was not aimed for kids, but I remember watching that at 7 years old. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's kind of hard. I think that's probably what made this movie bomb was people of today, the younglings, they don't know who the fuck Speed Racer is.
Yeah.
And the nostalgic people that grew up with the cartoon probably was mildly interested. Which is probably why the movie probably didn't do as well as they thought and kind of disappeared. Like I completely forgot about it. But rewatching it again in the eyes of that this is supposed to be for kids, despite Spritle and some of the visuals that blinded me, some of the visuals that worked, I liked. I liked the races at night. Those actually did work. I did enjoy that. But I still don't think this is a great movie. However, the lead actors, the veterans, made it watchable, and I did enjoy parts of the film. So, like I said, I wouldn't give it like an amazingly high score, but it is definitely higher than 41%. So it's not low. It's not that low.
Yeah.
So there you go. Speed Racer survived for the day. We're not saying it's great. We're not saying it's perfect. It's amazing. But 41% I think is a little bit low. So mindless, harmless watch. Just don't sit too close to the TV. Oh, you'll
yeah.
die.
I feel like if they could cause a seizure from the colors.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Speed Racer has survived. Will Power Rangers survive? We'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's get into this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, quick history of me. It'll be really fast,
Okay.
and then quick history for you, and then we'll get into the movie. It'll be your turn to talk, and I'll pop in whenever. Okay. All right. So I remember in high school, Power Rangers came on TV, and I remember going. My first glance at it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like it just came out of nowhere. I was like, "What is this?" And then I kept watching. Because I saw kaiju shit, giant monsters versus big old live action Voltron mech thing. I was like, okay, what is this? Kind of fun. So I remember watching it, and I remember it's like, yeah, this is cheesy, but for some reason I'm kind of having fun with it. And I remember when the Green Ranger showed up, that's when shit got real. I remember that's when I was just like,
yeah,
yo, I ain't telling nobody I'm watching this shit, but I'm watching today's episode. God damn it, Green Ranger is here. Kicking everybody's ass, and my favorite was the Red Ranger at the time, but he beat the shit out of everybody. Like it was really legitimate, like good storytelling. You watch, and I love the fight choreography, man. Like it was real legit martial arts. Now people look down on it because they're goofy people in goofy superhero, outfits. But just take the outfits away, take the putties, take that away. But you keep the exact same fight choreography for a serious movie. It's fucking legit. Like the fight choreography on the Power Rangers show is legit. Like it's really good. It's good. So I watched. Now I think around the time Tommy became part of the group, I was kind of off and on with the show, and then I lost interest and started watching other things. Right. But that's my history with it. Right. I even have a little Green Ranger pop over here just for fun, just for nostalgia purposes. Okay. That's as far as I go. Now. What is your history with the show before we get into
a long history? So
all right, let's do it.
I must have been maybe 5 years old when I started watching this. So I think this was 1993, and that's when it aired, I believe. So I went from throughout time into my adulthood, I went from favorite Rangers. I remember at first it was the Blue Ranger who was my favorite, then the Pink Ranger, who I still love. But then I just moved on to the Green Ranger, but I do not care for the White Ranger. And okay. I'm trying not to be such a fan, like a little.
No, this is why we're here. So, hold on a second. Oh, Master Chaos TV in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Tomorrow, chat. Don't forget, join me and Master Chaos tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to talk 2 Sword and Sandal films. Is it really that bad? We're going to talk Pompeii. That's right, and the Ben-Hur remake, which I'm scared to watch, but that's tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Master. All right, go ahead, Jax.
Okay. So I was a huge fan of the series. That actually, here's the thing. Everyone knows, like every now and then I'll talk about boxing or wrestling or mixed, or
Yeah.
I love martial arts stuff. Power Rangers is what got me to do that. And I even took like basic karate, and then I went back into college when I did like basic boxing and stuff like that. So it was all thanks to Power Rangers. So, and I think really people should concentrate more on putting their kids in martial arts and stupid football.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I always tell myself, I'm having kids, like, no, I'm going to make sure they beat the entire football team. It's like, no.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. However, that doesn't mean it doesn't have its flaws now that I look back at it as an adult. However, I prefer the 90s show than this fucking movie. Okay. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
That fucking movie. Okay, I know somebody left a comment saying they love the one from the 90s. No, fuck no. No, boo-boo, no.
Oh shit.
No.
I just now remembered I saw that in theater.
That was really bad.
That's what I thought.
That, when you look at it as an adult, you could catch. It's kind of almost like I don't want to. You know, like how Return of the Jedi. I think they had Leia in so many different outfits for like marketing ploys for like action figures. Well, it's the same thing in this movie. You know, there was no reason for them to be ninjas. Like, you're going to be regular Power Rangers. What the fuck? It was just, and then like obviously in the TV series they do a different take on it. They still get their ninja forms, but they just do like a different take. Like it's somebody else, is a blue guy that gives them the powers instead of this girl. So instead of this, I don't know why they couldn't just bring her back. She would have been more convincing. But I think let's face it, the movie, I think she was the only one with good acting skills in that movie. But okay. But here's the thing. This is okay. It's not the worst movie.
No,
it's not. It's better than the 90s movie. I did try to keep telling myself, huh?
RVD. All right, you're back.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's not the worst movie, but it's not my favorite. And I could have lived all my life without seeing this movie. I would not have been disappointed. And just, okay. CGI was iffy. I know there was going to be CGI. I didn't have a problem with that. Okay. It was iffy. The story was totally different. See, at least Speed Racer, from what it sounds, it almost stuck. It's not going to be identical, but it almost stuck to the story.
Okay.
This was a totally fucking different story involving Krispy Kremes. So,
how much money did Krispy Kremes make?
Oh no, you know they had a hand in this. You know they helped them pay for this damn.
To the Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
It sounds like a wonderful place.
I mean, I get at least with the Rita character. Okay, should I start from the beginning? Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I actually like the beginning.
The cows
part? No, before that.
Oh, that part, the CGI where he buries the coins.
Well, I like that it looked like it was, it was very alien, and the Yellow Ranger dies. Bryan Cranston is, Zordon. He's trying to, defeat Rita, and I like the look of that. I kind of I want to go to that movie. I want to go to that movie.
Thing. I love Alpha 5. I
thought
he was better than the fucking original series, because in the original series he could get a little annoying.
Aye.
This one was pretty good. I like that.
He was like fucking with them too.
Yeah,
I like how he was kind of fucking with them.
I liked them.
Yeah, like when they were when they first saw him. Remember, they were all like, "Hey man, just don't mess with us." And he's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do?" He's like fucking with him. He's like, "What are you guys gonna do to me?" But yeah, one of the positives of the movie.
Yeah. Here, let me just start with the acting.
Yeah. I know who your favorite character is. I'm gonna guess.
Go ahead.
Favorite hero? Billy.
No.
Okay. You better not say Trini.
What? I do like Trini. I like her and I like Zach.
In this movie?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I just didn't buy. Well, yeah. Go ahead. It's your show.
Trini?
I didn't buy her as an outsider, as an outcast, somebody
too pretty, that's why.
it was that I don't know. It just didn't. I just didn't. It's almost like what's a Chloe Grace Moretz in the remake of Carrie. I love Chloe Grace Moretz, but not one time did I see her as, oh, I'm an outcast and people pick on me. Like not once did I.
Well, she didn't really necessarily. Oh, okay. Well, you're talking about Carrie, but
Yeah, I'm talking about Carrie.
no,
I don't hate the character. I don't hate Trini. I just, I was just kind of like, she's an outcast. But yeah, go ahead.
What it is too, I've been very vocal. Is I like the lone wolf type of stuff. And then especially you rarely see lone wolf women, unless it was like Emma Frost from X-Men. But even so, sometimes she joined with the X-Men. So it's like I like that.
So you like the concept?
I like the concept, and that's what drew me to it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you like Zach?
Zach, I just thought he was just a smart ass. He just made me laugh, and he was funny. And he was just a
Zach was like, fuck it, the whole movie. All right, let's leap across the canyon. Fuck it.
Yeah. So he's just the adventurous one. That's why I like them. I could not, I hate football players, it doesn't. Jason from here and Jason from the original were two. None of them were in football. I mean, there was an episode in the original Power Rangers where they joined the football team, and of course, they never bring it up again because it was just a filler episode. Where all the boys, even Billy, made the football team, and we all know Billy would never make the football team.
Right.
But the thing is, I think that's what I loved about the original Power Rangers. It really revolved around the martial arts. That's what it was.
Yes.
So that's what I loved about the original Power Rangers. I even like the original suits. I don't care what fucking people say. It's like you try to make your own fucking battle outfit, then motherfuckers. So go ahead.
Well, they tried to go with this alien tech design.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what bugged me too. And they had to work to transform.
Right.
Really?
They had to love each other to morph.
Like you had to. What kind of dumb shit was that?
It was basically love each other and care about each other. Come on.
This is my problem with the movie. It involved nothing around the martial arts.
Yes.
It's one thing if you want to give. That's fine. I'm fine with the idea with like kids not having, they have no experience. They obviously get like a Spider-Man kind of thing, instant, power.
Yeah, and the suit they can fight and be strong. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that shit. But at least put some craft to the martial arts and don't do it so CGI. I'm fine with some, but the fact that it was just so CGI with it, and even the leaps, leaping to the canyons, it was just so bad. I'm like, you're just. I mean, I'm guessing you're not going to be Super Saiyan, just be able to fly right away and it's second nature. But this was really like you were all over the place. I don't like how there was no explanation how they got home. Like, how was there no explanation? What happened to the coins? You don't think Billy's mom was going to be pissed?
The coins protected them and transported them home? I don't know.
I guess, but why didn't we see a scene with Billy's mom? What happened to my van, kid? Did the coin? The coin didn't rebuild the fucking van. I didn't see that shit. I saw them throw the van away. Right. So that's what I saw. So
Ranger magic.
Ranger magic, yeah. Although I'm not going to be surprised if they added that in the series, in the original series, but I could see that happening in the original series. I can't see it in the shit.
So really quick, hold that thought. So I didn't know cutting your hair made you hotter.
I didn't know that either. I thought that was stupid.
I was like, what? She goes up. Oh, I love how the evil cheerleaders that was fucking with Kimberly. I love how the evil cheerleaders just happen to have a photo and scissors ready. In the bathroom.
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
One more time. Repeat it one more time. The evil cheerleaders. What?
I said, I love how the evil cheerleaders just happen to have a photo of them ready with scissors so they can cut Kimberly out of the scissors and stab it. I'm like, really? Just say she's out. No, we gotta, make it dramatic. And then Kimberly cuts her hair and walks back
I
down,
didn't
and
see the point to that.
everybody in detention was like, "Woo, baby! Oh shit!" I'm like, "Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know you can cut your hair and become hotter." Wow.
I didn't see the point in cutting the hair part. What did that mean? That not all cheerleaders have fucking long hair. I don't understand. Like, what
I
are you
know.
trying to tell me?
It was going against the grain.
maybe-
It's being rebellious.
Or maybe they do, and I just don't know. I don't know. I would never was a cheerleader. I mean, sometimes I used to watch the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, the one where they recruit them, and they kind of okay. Maybe they did have the same hair length. I don't know, but
Yeah. Okay, back to what you said. Sorry.
Okay. So no, that was my main issue with it. Is there was the lack of love of martial arts in it, and then it was just all CGI.
Right.
I didn't mind the Zords. I didn't like how Goldar had to be made when Goldar was always Rita's henchman, right side man. I'm like, are you serious? You couldn't just create another monster. I guess they were too cheap to add Goldar. And then there was, I forgot the other person's name, but there was like this white elf looking character where he will make the monsters in the original series. That would have been badass, looking like a little puppet master kind of bullshit. I was like, that would have been badass. Cool. Like, I was like, why couldn't you add that? But
Armor says it annoyed me that Jason was the only one who had a weapon. He literally was, out of all the Power Rangers, he was the only one that had the sword. Nobody else had their own weapons, if you think about it. In the movie.
Especially with the Zord, right? Is that what you're talking about with the Zord? Because he pulls out the sword?
Well, like, no, when they were just Rangers and they were fighting the stone putties, at some point he whips the sword out and starts slicing up the stone putties, but nobody else had weapons. He was the only one that had weapons. And at the end...
Why would I not remember that?
And then maybe you're falling asleep. But
maybe.
But at the end, he puts the sword back, and Zordon goes, "That's yours." And he goes, "I'll come back for it when I need it." But it seems like there's only one weapon in this universe. But yeah, it's interesting.
And then the original, everybody got their own weapon. Like what's it called? The Blue Ranger got the lance. The axe was the Black Ranger. Trini, I forgot what they're called, but she had the little the two. It looked like, what's it called? The one that.
Did somebody have a bow and arrow, or was that later?
That's Kimberly. Yeah, the Pink Ranger.
Okay.
Oh, you froze. RVD.
You're the one freezing, not me.
There we go. Come on.
No, you're stuck.
Okay. Anyways, let me finish that.
Okay. Yeah.
And Tommy had the little dagger. Yeah, he had the dagger. So everyone had their own. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. And then they had to combine it together to make this big. Well, not Tommy, but the other 5 had to combine it together to make this fucking like weapon gun. It looks so huge, like this. You got to put it over your damn shoulder.
Yeah,
all fun.
Fun.
But yeah, that was the thing. But the problem is, like, I've seen good CGI.
Yeah.
And it's like. The Zords were okay.
The design.
Goldar was just like melting gold. That's all he was. Like,
yeah.
Rita was badass. But I mean, I thought she did okay. You know, she did a pretty good job with the whole like acting cheesy character like Rita.
Being over the top. Yeah.
Rita was more over the top, but I see why they would tame it down. So
yeah. I didn't mind the Elizabeth Banks.
I thought the Krispy Kreme thing was funny. That's fine because you had to add some humor to it because it was getting a little dark and serious. See, I don't mind if they took Power Rangers dark and serious because in 2015, when that Dawson Creek when they made like that little mini 20-minute Power Ranger thing, I bought it, dude. I could see that happening, dude. I was like, I wish they had original people in it, but I could see that shit.
Yeah. Black Ranger was fucking up a whole bunch of dudes.
So
like,
I
it was
could see that shit happening.
Yeah.
But it's like, I get it. You guys were going to do teenagers, but teenagers do dark shit too, whether we like to admit it or not. Just parents are fucking pussies and don't want to admit their shit that their kids are doing these things. So it's just the fact that, you know, I just couldn't. I don't know, dude. Some of the characters just bug me. I like Trini. I like her character. I like Zach's character. Billy, I didn't mind. It was okay.
Oh, here's another one. Armor's on a roll here. He says it look, and I felt this too watching it yesterday. He
I can
goes,
hear you, but
okay, all right. I mentioned this yet. I mean, I thought about this. Are you back? Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
I thought about this yesterday watching it, and Armor points it out right here. He goes, it looked like the Megazord coming together was an accident.
It did. Yes.
They were getting their asses kicked, and they fell in the pit.
They fell in the
And,
pit, and then
and
they
it's
all
like they
come
fell
out
on
as.
top of each other or something, and then they came back
Why
out.
are you gonna give these teenagers fucking Zords to not know how to handle it? I get it. In the original show, it's like, oh my god, all of a sudden they know how to handle a Triceratops. Like, I get it. That's a little too much right there. But
Yeah.
at least, like, okay, you're over here training them how to fight. Can you not train them how to handle a vehicle that is not, stick shift or automatic? So it's just, can you
Well,
not teach them
Alpha
that?
5,
So that made
Alpha
no
5.
sense.
Yeah, I know. And Alpha 5 was
And I
well,
guess
Alpha
it's because
5,
they have to show teamwork of them coming together. Look,
right.
you don't want teamwork figuring things out when the world is being destroyed. It's like, does the army do that? Does the army do that? Does the Marines do that? Does the Navy do that? No.
Yeah.
If they did that shit, I would not be trusting their ass. Like, no. So it was fucking stupid. Like,
Well, he
I
says,
can move one arm. Oh, I can move the
right.
other one. Like,
Yeah. And then they trip forward and they fall.
There's just so many mistakes. But like
Well,
I
Alpha
said,
5 is like,
my main issue was
oh yeah, go ahead.
you lost the lack. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Your main issue. What's your main issue?
Okay, was just the fact they lost the love of the martial arts, and yes, teamwork was important. I don't think this Jason. Oh fuck, I'm gone. There we go. I'm back again. I'm sorry, but Austin St. Oh my god, I forgot his last name. I think it was Austin St. John or Austin St. James, who was the original Red Ranger, will always be a good fucking leader. Yeah. He will always be the best Red Ranger. He was such a good goddamn leader. Okay. Yeah. Nobody, not even Tommy, and I'm a Green Ranger fan. He should have stayed the lone wolf. When he was a White Ranger, he was a terrible leader. I'm glad Kimberly left him. If anything, Kimberly's the girl that you want your daughters to be aspired, because she left a dumb popular guy. That's why. Tommy was the fucking dumb and I told you I was gonna get heated in this fucking conversation, and I told you I was gonna get passionate. Damn it, I need a drink. No, you know how many people shitted on Kimberly just because she was the Valley girl? Yeah. Well, she fucking left the dumb fucking guy that you don't want your daughter to end up with, who's gonna fucking end up in a trailer. Yeah. She pursued her fucking dreams. Yeah.
No, I agree.
I'm sorry,
but
no. I just love that show so much.
Power Rangers rant.
So
Dragon Sword.
Tommy goes for the other girl, Kat, and of course it's typical woman on woman hate. Like, oh no, he's with Kat. Let the dumb bitch have him, because she's just as dumb as him. Okay.
Let's see here. What's up, Briscoe?
I got really carried.
Oh no, it's fun. I knew this is why it's
I need
perfect.
to look at the comments. Hold on.
Jason was the best leader, even in the comments. He's still the best strategist.
I'm still upset over Kimberly's letter to this day.
Oh man. All right, so back to the movie. No, I totally agree.
Okay.
I totally agree with you. But back to the movie.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh god. Okay. So back to the movie. No, that was just my. Oh. In the movie. Okay, you need to answer me this first, Preston. Okay, answer me this. What? In the Speed Racer movie, when they added the theme.
Okay.
What? I can't hear you.
No, I said okay. Yeah. When they added the theme.
Okay, you froze, Preston. RVD.
You've been RVD this whole time to me. Like you've been frozen like forever. All right, you're like you're popping and locking again.
Okay, tell me, because this. Okay. This. All right. So this.
Yeah. You're popping and locking.
You're freezing too. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm good over here.
So, tell me something. In the Speed Racer movie, when you said they were playing the theme, how bad was it? Was it? Oh fuck. Okay. How bad was the theme song to Speed Racer when they played it in the movie?
It was fine. I don't remember being cringy or anything. It was fine.
Was it too different?
They enhanced it a little, but it wasn't like it was like a dubstep version or something like that.
They played a clip of the theme song of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and why that sound more old, than the original one?
Yeah, it did.
It sound like some 80s fucking Nintendo shit with some soul mixed to it. And I was like, either keep the original.
Yeah.
Look, it was always a rock metal. That's probably what got me into metal, was that theme song. That's probably what got me into it.
Yeah.
That's probably what got me into metal. So I'm just so passionate about this. They placed the cringiest theme song. And then, like, I'm sorry, whatever battle was going on with the Kanye West thing, I skipped it.
That was a mistake.
I couldn't.
That took me right out of the movie.
I couldn't even, I just skipped it.
Like, the theme song wasn't like the worst thing ever, but it was kind of like, okay, so let me go back to what I had issues with the movie is. A lot of the issues are the same issues you had. Mm-hmm. So I already knew this was going to be a serious depiction. We're going Batman Begins here, okay? Serious depiction, reboot of the Power Rangers, right? And a little more darker version of Power Rangers. So I knew it was going to be an origin story. I knew it was going to take a while before we got action. However, I knew it was going to be a while till we had action. But I timed it. I checked the time. Our first real, I'm not counting the training. I'm not counting anything else. Our first real semi-martial art fight confrontation with Rita happened at 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yep. I remember that. I even was timing it too.
Even though it's a serious reboot origin story, and I knew it was going to take a while.
How they ended Goldar at the end?
Yeah.
How they killed him at the end?
Yeah. Well,
and how they killed Rita at the end?
Bitch slap?
Slapping her to space.
It's funny, Jax.
No, it's not. It's not funny.
Funny.
They bitch slapped her to space. And the thing is, she kept holding a green coin. Was she like the original Green Ranger or something? Nobody knows. We don't know the history because we didn't get that much into Zordon because he's trapped in a wall.
Well, remember,
don't get me wrong, he was always trapped in something. Right. But in the original, he was never like, a fighter or anything like that. Right. I don't know what the fuck he was, to tell you the truth. They never got into that. I just know he's been in there for years and years and years, even in the Wild Wild West, because there is a Wild Wild West episode of the fucking Power Rangers. So good one. It's called Kimberly's Calamity or something like that. Good one. You should all watch it.
See, Jax knows her Power Ranger shit, man. That's why I had to challenge her in this movie. But yeah, she's kind of the original in this version. She's kind of the original Green Ranger in a way, because remember, Zordon was saying she was one of us. She was part of our team, and then she turned dark.
And I'm wondering, because they never came out with the second movie. They wanted to, and they were saying that the Green Ranger was going to be a woman. And look, we all know I'm a feminist, but I don't think the Green Ranger needs to be a woman. It needs to be a man, okay?
Right.
If you want to make another Ranger, go ahead and by all means add another Ranger and make her a woman, make her transgender. I don't give a fuck what race she is. Go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah.
Make your own damn characters.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But do not, it's like, but now I'm wondering, maybe, okay, that's what I was thinking back then, but now it's starting to make sense. If they're going to do it as a woman. But however, for all you Tommy and Kimberly fans, unless they're going to make it a lesbian relationship, which I doubt it because they already have Trini for that.
Right.
Even though I think they should have made the Blue Ranger gay, because the original Blue Ranger was gay and he got harassed a lot on a daily basis on set for being gay. Right. I think they should have made the Blue Ranger in honor of him. Not the Yellow Ranger. That's the only, that's a little nitpicky.
Surprised they didn't do that in the well, I guess Trini was the one.
Trini was the lesbian one, even though they never. I would have never have thought, because even when she said the part where she was like, "Oh, at least they'll never get invested in my relationships," I
Yeah.
mean, I would have thought maybe because like she said her parents were so normal. So I would have
Right.
just thought like, oh, no sex before marriage. That's just what I was thinking.
Right.
So it was Billy the one was like, oh, you mean like he said something like your relationship with not men with women. I
Yeah.
would have never got it, to tell you the truth. I
It
would
was
have
kind
never
of a
fucking-
throwaway. It felt like a throwaway line.
Yeah.
Best line in the movie for me, the best line in the movie was from Rita. And she says, after she kicks all their asses,
Krispy
after
Kremes.
no, well, it's kind of funny the way she said it, but when she kicked all their asses after an hour and 20 minutes of no martial arts, I'm not counting the training sequences. Okay. After she has them all tied up, she's getting ready to walk away. She says, Zordon will lose all respect for me if I don't at least kill one of you. That's the best line. Best line in the movie from Rita. But yeah, I like Elizabeth Banks being over the top. I liked her as Rita. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, no, I thought she was fine as Rita too.
Yeah.
I thought they did a pretty decent job with it. I thought it was kind of funny too.
Right. But you know, did you see the little Tommy tease at the end?
Oh, Tommy and Kimberly when they're taking
No. They teased the character at the end. How did you keep watching? Or did
I
you turn
watched
it
all the way to the credits. Yeah.
No, they go through they show the detention area and the teacher's yelling, was it Tommy Oliver, right? Is that his name? Tommy Oliver? Tommy Oliver, I need you to return back to class. Tommy Oliver, I need you to return back to class. And you see an empty seat with a green jacket on it.
Oh, okay. I gotta go back to that then. Yeah.
So they kind of were teasing that. I guess he was going to show up. It was funny seeing that little cameo at the end, just for fan service.
I mean, I guess it's great to make superheroes that were once delinquents. I guess that they could change their lives.
yeah. But
like back to the you guys could do it, okay?
Right. But back to the CGI. The design of the Zords was okay. I didn't like the design of the Megazord. It was kind of generic.
Yeah.
Goldard's design was generic, but the CG wasn't atrocious. But the problem with it is that it wasn't great either. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I mean, when did this was 2017.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim, I think that was like 2007 or 2008. And Pacific Rim special effects destroyed.
I could tell.
And this was not a low budget movie.
No, but that doesn't mean they're not cheap. You got to remember, I used to work on set, dude. Producers will fucking steal money left and right. They did it to me all the time, and they would always cut wardrobe, and they will always cut something. They would cut sound.
Right.
So, but no, I noticed like they were very cheap on a lot of stuff because like the makeup, like I'm a makeup artist, okay?
Yeah.
So is okay. At least they invested it in Rita's outfit.
Yeah.
And I forgot who else, but there was a few, good, CG, not CGI, special makeup effects, out, going on with the makeup. And however, when it came to basic as fuck makeup, it was so bad. I don't know how many red cheeks I saw in that damn movie. I was like, did you not? And look, it's not the makeup artist's fault because you guys don't know how it's like on set nowadays too. Everything is like hurry and wait, and they want everything fast for cheap.
Right.
So that's why I fucking left because that shit was not changing anytime soon. And but so I could see that. And some of the editing was, oh God, I'm trying to remember. Maybe I should have wrote some stuff down, but I remember I had problems with editing.
Yeah.
There was some issues. I just can't. Oh God, I'm trying to remember.
Well, one of the problems. Oh, we have 45 people hanging out. You guys rock. Thanks for hanging out with us. I think the problem with this movie is not as bad. I'm gonna skip forward here. The movie it's not amazing, but it's not as bad as 47%. Are you on board? Do you agree with me?
I'll go for 63%.
Yeah, that's fresh. Yeah, it's not as low as 47. I think that's a little bit too low. It's decent enough that you can watch it and get through it and find some interesting things about it. Mm-hmm. But I think they've panicked because that third act was so, all right, get in the Zords, go, play the theme song, go. Mm-hmm. That third act was so rushed. I think they panicked. I think they spent so much time with origin storytelling and building the characters with no martial arts or action going on at all. I mean, like I was saying, our first real fight was an hour and 20 minutes. That's way too long for a Power Rangers movie. That's way too long. And I think they panicked and were like, all right, we need to hurry up and get them in. All right, hurry up, morph. Learn how to morph. Okay. Get me going.
That was the biggest problem for me. The morphine.
Play the theme song real quick. Go.
This isn't Super Saiyan, damn it. This isn't Super Saiyan where you need a pure heart for something in order to fucking turn Super Saiyan, okay? This is morphing time, okay?
Yeah.
It's like fucking Superman put on an outfit.
Yeah.
Batman put on an outfit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't Super Saiyan shit right there.
Well.
What?
Preach it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, this isn't. That's what made me more mad. Is like, oh, that's the only way to bring Zordon back is if you guys learn how to morph. But then the thing is, too, eventually Zordon gave that up and gave back life to Billy because they didn't want to be racist and be like, oh, we killed the black guy. So let's face it, we all knew it was that. First of all, why you got to kill a character in the first place? Right. Why? I don't care who the fuck it was. Why you got to be killing a character? There was no need for that. There really wasn't.
Now, we both agreed. We both talked about all the problems with the movie, the lack of martial arts, and just they rushed that whole ending. Played some fucking Kanye West music. Took me out of the fucking movie. Like Jesus Christ. But anyway, we did talk about the positives as well. There was things we did like about the movie. So we agreed that it's not as low as 47%. It deserves to be a little bit higher. However, do you think the movie at least deserved another shot with a better sequel?
Yeah, I do.
I do too.
That I do believe. I did believe they should have worked on that more. It's funny though, because I don't know, maybe there was just something cut out because, again, this is going back to me learning about my Power Ranger history. I just want to keep it to you guys. I only know Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, okay? All the way till they went to the, I can't remember, but I just remember that was the first time we saw like there was a black guy being the Red Ranger, and I remember that was the whole big deal because finally we had a person of color to do it, right? So I forgot the name. I don't think it wasn't Lost Galaxy. I don't think it was Lost Galaxy. I think that was the one before Lost Galaxy. But that's how much I've kept up to with them because I remember they brought those characters. It was like they were obviously changing up the races because they got a lot of heat. Even though Walter, who played the original Black Ranger, loved being the Black Ranger. Yeah. So I'm like, if he loves it, why are you all hating? Like,
why are you hating on it? What's
and
up?
Even so, people. Here's the thing. Well, here's the other thing. The Red Ranger might be the leader, but if the Red Ranger goes down, the Black Ranger has to take over.
Right.
Nobody knew that. So that's the thing. I was like, yeah, and he did. And there were a couple episodes where before they brought the other Black Ranger in, where he did a good job showing that he was a leader. So yeah. So I just remember once they went into that season, that's where it ended. And I don't even think Zordon was around anymore. So that's how much I'm just letting you guys know my history that I know. I never looked into the other ones because that time I think I was already like 9 or 10 years old. Yeah. I was moving on to like fucking no, not Dragon Ball Z yet. I forgot what I was moving on, but I was moving on to other things. But I am letting you know from what I know from Mighty Morphin.
Right.
So I forgot my point. I forgot my point. No, but what I'm saying, the sequel. Okay.
Yeah, we agreed it deserved a sequel, even though it wasn't great. We deserved it. We believe it deserved a sequel. Unfortunately, we're not getting it. They're like, this movie didn't happen.
I think shit.
Yeah, are you back?
Yeah, I think with the sequels. Oh, okay. This is what I was going with. Okay, so I don't know if I missed this or what, but obviously Kimberly and Jason were getting close in the movie. Originally, what a lot of people don't know, in the TV series, they were supposed to date, but then Tommy came in and everyone loved that story plot better. And to tell you the truth, I find it more convincing too, because Kimberly was older than Jason. Jason, I think, was 18 when he started Power Rangers. So yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. So a lot of people are like, originally it was supposed to be the Pink Ranger and the Red Ranger. So I'm just surprised that they actually kept, like, I didn't see no relationship forming. I don't know if I missed something, because I'm not going to lie, there were times I was just like, my eyeballs were just in the back of my head, and I just could not stand the shit. But I was suffering through it. So I don't know if they're was supposed to be a relationship. I could have swore in the commercials, in the trailer, there was like a kissing scene between them both, but I did not see that.
Ellen says, well, Kim and Jason kissed in the movie. It was a deleted scene.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure. So, all right. So,
I want
okay,
Lord Zed.
Huh?
I want Lord Zed.
Lord Zed to come back. Yeah, that one makes sense because he did technically came when it was the White Ranger. Yeah. So, but I'll accept the Green Ranger. I'm fine with that.
Can you imagine a badass design of Lord Zed now for like a future movie? But if they like take the original design but enhance it and make it more badass.
Yeah.
I have a statue. Statue will be over here. I always thought Lord Zed was dope, man. Like his design, I loved it. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna get a sequel to this version of Power Rangers.
So
you do realize when the new Power Rangers movie comes out, you know, me and you gotta watch it and we gotta review it.
Yeah.
We have to. I'm not doing it without you.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll even meet up and I don't know. Can we even go to a theater?
No, we'll just do it live. We'll just do it live like this after we stream it somehow.
No, but it's just I was surprised. Okay, so a lot of people, I'm just giving a little history note right there. So what I'm thinking is, okay, I don't know, maybe the reason why they added as a deleted scene because they weren't sure if they were going to add Tommy in then. So that makes sense. Because that makes sense, like, okay, well, are they going to do a love triangle? Because that's just stupid. Because at the end of it, not only was it about martial arts, but it was about teamwork. Even if
that's right.
Even if fucking, and I guess that's why they had to change the Green Ranger to the White Ranger, because the Green Ranger was just so specifically the Lone Ranger, the Lone Wolf, I mean.
Which is our favorite, which we missed. Yeah. And
then it will be a little weird too in the movie because like now that will like, you know, start a fucking like Twilight series right there where it's just like it's all about the boyfriend, you know what I mean? So
we don't need that.
So I think that's why they wanted to put a female figure for the Green Ranger, but now you're over here saying that it was Tommy Oliver. So it's a bunch of confusion they left us with.
Still be a female Tommy. Aren't there some female Tommies?
Well, okay. In Spanish, there is what's it called? You know, like you know how there's Robert and Roberta. Well, there is Tomas and Tomasa. So yeah, I guess she has to be Hispanic though. But okay.
Oh, now you're making me thirsty. What are you drinking again?
Angry Orchard.
Oh shit! I love those, man. Dude, I could down those like water, like nothing. But yeah, people are recommending Time Force. They're saying that's pretty good. That's a good series. There's a new series. Yeah, they said the comics are pretty good as well. I did hear the Voltron reboot Netflix is actually good. The one on Netflix, the show. I heard it's actually pretty good. But I have to find time to watch all. I mean, there are probably like 6 or 7 seasons at this point.
I heard of the Power Ranger comics. Oh God, I forgot your name. I'm sorry. But you got to understand, I'm on my phone, so I'm going to like pull it up and like, you know, on my chat and everything. So I'm sorry, sir, who recommended the comics.
Yeah. I
have one of the Pink Ranger comics. In case you guys don't know, that shit gets dark. It's fucking dark.
Really?
Like, yes, I loved it. See, that's the thing though. This is another thing I see about Power Rangers, and I think I try to see what they were trying to do in the movie. It could get dark. That's the thing. Power Rangers is something that could get dark. So it could get dark easily as they grow up. So obviously, yeah, when you're young, you're not going to be so dark, right? But at the same time, you're over here killing putties, so that's a little dark. So that ain't what every teenager does. But so but then, like, you know, a lot of people, in case you guys don't know about that, it's just basically a comic series that took after, you know, when Kimberly left to go to the Olympics or to train for gymnastics. It was just that. And then she's still the Pink Ranger, but she's just dealing with darker shit than the other ones too. I haven't finished collecting them all I want to. I heard now it's hard to find. I only have the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but I love the Pink Ranger though. It's just like green is my favorite color. If you haven't noticed from my room, which now is dark, but teal is my favorite color. But and pink is my second favorite color. So it's like I still love pink. But no, it's just like, I'm always gonna have mad respect for this series. The movie wasn't as bad as the original 90s. I'm sorry to offend the person who loves the 90s movie.
Well, what's
But I can't defend
interesting.
you either.
There is a similarity, though, believe it or not, with the old 90s one. Was right after that fun opening fight sequence where they were doing martial arts. That was it. So even the original 90s movie lacked martial arts. That was it. The opening
nothing. Yeah, I didn't like the original one because they really made Kimberly look like the damsel in distress. I didn't really like that. And at least in the original, see, that's the thing too. And I think it's like the original series gave us time to know the characters. Kimberly was like the valley girl or whatever, but you saw her grow up and toughen up and get a backbone and fight. So I think there was like 3 or 4 episodes where it was mainly her taking on the battle.
Right.
So
that's cool. So Kimberly's your favorite.
Shit on her, just she's a valley girl. I'm like, okay, bitches, let your daughters end up with the popular guy then. It's like and not go nowhere with life. You think you're gonna get a football scholarship? Fuck you. Oh fuck. I'm out.
Chat, this got weird, but fun weird, and it's always fun weird with Jax.
It's always all over the place.
I'm gonna have to wrap it up a little bit. Was there anything else you wanted to say about the movie?
No,
positives or negatives?
It was straight to the forward kind of shit with me with this movie. It was just the fact I don't like how they lack the love of martial arts. The teamwork was kind of sloppy to me. There was just just the fact that there was just so many things. I mean, I get it. I felt like they didn't know either what they were going afterwards with this movie. It took forever to get to a martial arts scene, a proper one, like you said.
Right.
It was the characters look like Beast Wars. I mean, the Zords. I mean, when they formed, it looked like Beast Wars. Yeah, remember Beast Wars, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it looked like that.
It just
I can believe the storyline to Mortal Kombat Annihilation a little bit better than this.
Oh man. I said Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I'd rather see a fucking at least there was more fighting and love for martial arts, even if it was bad martial arts.
That is true.
I think that's what everybody knows when it comes to fucking Power Rangers.
Yeah.
It's just Power Rangers did a good job of loving martial arts and then let's be teenagers.
Right.
That's what it was. This movie didn't really do that. It was just really dumb nonsense drama that I didn't have no idea. And I think that's why I like the Black Ranger too, because I was able to relate to him because of his mom and everything like that. They showed a good backstory with him. And then the Red Ranger, listen, that's just a typical backstory.
Right.
It was just, and of course he's going to be the leader. The one with the typical backstory has to be the leader.
Right. Right. But
I just hope if they do come back.
It would have been nice. Yeah. It would have been nice to have a sequel, but improve upon what we just watched. It would have been nice. But they said, no, this movie didn't happen. Fuck it. We're going to start all
they were too cheap on this.
We're going to start all over. So hopefully
I know those fucking producers took most of the money, so that's what it was. Most of the producers took most of the money. I fucking know producers. You guys are all pieces of shits and fucking corrupted. That's why you guys are on the blacklist all the time.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
All
right. I'm joining in the fight. But yeah, Power Ranger fans, if you guys are still watching, let us know in the comments below. And let us know in chat. Are you guys excited for the next movie? Did you actually were fine with this movie like we were? It's not great, but we were actually okay with it. The same thing with Speed.
I was fine with it. It's just I had a lot of complaints.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those, you know what? I could have just, like I said, I could have lived without it. It's not the worst piece of shit in the world. It's not even a piece of shit. It's like a tiny turd. But
Sexy Sumo, man, we about to leave, yo. You just showing up now, man. Boo. Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by. But
Thank you for having me. I'm sorry that I was all over the place, but when I get passionate, you're lucky you didn't challenge me for Dragon Ball Evolution. But if you want to challenge me, I will take the challenge. If you
I don't know.
Me, I'll take the challenge. That's
Dragon
the
Ball
point that I get
Evolution.
fired
Could that
up.
be the next
I'm a
challenge?
Dragon Ball Z fan. Okay, I have action figures. I have posters in my wall. And next time when we'll do this during the daytime, and I'll give you a room tour of what I have. I even have a video of my first Dragon Ball Z collection, part 1.
Oh,
and
shit.
I still need to do a part 2 and a part 3, but
Yeah.
eventually, because a lot of them are in the garage because I'm running out of room in my own little room. So
Yeah. We'll think about it. We'll see, because that means I have to watch that damn movie. We'll see about it.
Phat Samurai Guy, you're lucky I didn't take any of your action figures. I saw something of Vegito. I wanted it.
I appreciate it. But yeah, I think before we head on out, I think Power Rangers, even though it wasn't that bad, it suffered a similar fate of Green Lantern, and it's a good comparison where they just assumed they were going to have this movie franchise and didn't focus on making the one movie amazing. And I think that was, they suffered for that. But it would have been nice to see a sequel because they could improve upon it, right? But yeah, thanks, Jax. Thanks for hanging out and answering the challenge.
I'll tell you one thing with the Power Rangers, at least they can improve with a sequel, unlike Dragon Ball Evolution. You got to start from scratch with that.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk a little bit later on that, but yeah, thanks, chat, for hanging out with us. We had like 45 people hanging out with us at one point. You guys fucking rock. Jax will do more of these in the future just for fun and talk more about movies, which is what we love to do. So make sure you guys head over to JaxB.TheRipper's channel. Go over there, support her.
Close to 1,000. Help me get to 1,000.
She's almost to 1,000. Come on, let's help her. She's almost there. She's close. If you guys love metal music, hard rock, alternative, all the good shit, go over there and show some support and subscribe. And thank all you badasses for hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys next time. Remember, a little bit later tonight, after 6:30 p.m., head over to Popcorn Planet. I'll be on that channel. We'll be talking The Mandalorian, doing a little bootleg Nerd Wars. Watch me get destroyed because I'm horrible. But it's fun. Just fun to hang out. All right, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys next time. Jax!
We're still live.
We're still live. All right. We're almost